Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. So I am doing another video that I'm going to kind of save for when I need you know, a last minute video to put up because I haven't been able to get to filming. So yeah, I hope you're all well. I'm a bit off colour, I think is the only way to put it today. I thought I had hay fever because I've had some lovely sunny weather, but the last 2 days have been cold and chilly, so it can't possibly be hay fever now. So I think I've got a bit of a bug, but you know, by the time you see this, it might be it might be sunshiny and beautiful and I'm fine. So I hope you guys are all well. So yeah, I'm just going to work on this little pile which has been on my desk not too long, but a little while, of things that need finishing off or using up and putting away and things like that. And just see what inspires me each time I get them out. I think these envelopes today, or you know, maybe one, maybe two, we'll see. So they're coffee dyed envelopes that have got a little bit of I always forget what it's called, embossing paste on it, but it's a glossy one, so it's a shiny one. Yeah, so I've got my scrappy box which I'll get out. I've got some bits of fabric and lace and scrappy bits here. I've also got a few images here that I might like, I don't know, to use in them, so we'll see. Let's just start with one. I'm going to start with the darkest one because that really appeals to me. I think I've sealed it closed. Yeah, just about. Let's get those corners stuck down then. So I'm thinking I'm going to make this one into like a booklet. I'm going to make something different with each one. So yeah, one of them might be, you know, a page in the middle of a journal type of thing. Oh, that's a shame because that's on the back. Have I got one where, oh, does it have to be that way up? It doesn't, does it? Okay, so that's going to be like the cover of this booklet. Yeah, it is a nice texture. It's very strong and yeah, very raised up. And yeah, I quite like the whole of the pattern that the coffee dyeing has created. So I'll just give the edges a little bit of definition, and then we'll use the scrap box, shall we, to create some pages in it. Yep, I can glue it back down completely. I don't know why I didn't. I was thinking I might want to cut it open, but I don't. So let's glue it down and secure it because it's the cover. I think that one is. Put that back in again. So yeah, I hope you're all well. The fact that this video is, you know, is going to be saved for when I need it. Yeah, it means I can't tell you too much about what's going on at the minute because it'll all be over and finished with perhaps by the time you see this video. So we'll just have to chit chat in general. What have I done there? Nice and firm that way. Just didn't fold it that way well for. Yeah, now I'm thinking I might want to reinforce the spine before I start. I don't necessarily want to cover the cover, you know, matte it, completely cover it, because I do like the effect that I'm getting there completely. So let's shall we get the scrappy box? Oh, it's already out and over there. Oops. The scrappy box out. I don't think you'll be able to see. Well, I suppose you can a bit. You can see it a bit there, can't you? I just want nice, and because I'm leaving it on show rather than covered, I just want a piece of something interesting. That would do, but it's very, very thin. Now I've got these strips. See if I've got. Now that is a piece of Tim Holtz, which would be lovely. Will it be too strong? No, I don't think so. Let's go with that. And shall we have that top bit so it's got a piece of both? Oops. Both what? Patterns on it. Yeah, let's do that then. Are you going to tear for me? Yes. Oh, it has got a bit of both on now, hasn't it? So I'm wondering if to fold it first before I stick it in, because it's going to take a bit of creasing, isn't it? Where shall we go? There. You know, once it's attached to the... Oh, that wasn't very straight. Oh, maybe it's not cut straight. No, maybe it's... I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so now it's got a bit of... what's the word? A bit of give already. Yeah, I might just glue one side and fasten it in and then open it out and glue the other. It's always tricky when you're putting a really thick piece on a join, you know, because if you glue it open and then close it before it's glued, it moves. But if you glue it first and then and then close it, it takes the other piece with it. So I want to glue that one. I'm going to glue it down flat, I think, and then it shouldn't take too long to dry with this art glitter, and then fold it once it's dry, and we'll leave it while we get some papers organised, and then that should be dry. Got a cloth here, yes. So I've got a tiny bit. No, don't do that. I nearly did it, you see. Got a tiny bit overhanging, but I don't know. It might be an overhanging journal, so I can always trim that off at the end if it's a nice neat one. Journal booklet. Okay, let's grab some papers then. Right, you might not be able to see that, but it's got a very faint beigey colour on it, and it's like grid lines. So yeah, it looks like at a distance it probably looks just white to you, but it isn't. That's been folded, that's a shame. Let's put that on with these back in here. That's it. Okay, get that envelope out the way. Whoops. And see what we've got going on. So I'll just put put what I found here. I was going to say I'll just put possibilities. These have been kicking around for ages, so I don't necessarily want all of them, but they've obviously all been cut off something. It's practically a journal. Let's have a look. So yeah, I definitely don't want them all, because they're sort of Edith, and he's nice to Robin, isn't he? Yeah, Edith Holden book pages, and but a couple of them can go in. Yeah, might want trimming down and sorting out, but that's got journaling on it and the... Okay, so I've that one. No, yeah, it definitely looks like at some point it's been on its way to being a... So these will probably fit in another one if I do it. On its way to being a journal. So let's see what we've got here. I quite liked that one on the outside. Just a nice colour, isn't it? So that's a piece of that pink paper that it's got a bit of glue on it, a bit shiny glue on it, but it's got a pattern from my lace tablecloth, coffee dyed. That's what I was trying to say. It's been coffee dyed. Little birdie there. So if I have a plainish one, let's have that as the middle. Those lovely blossoms. Just want another plainish piece there. Well, that was quicker than I thought it was going to be. Should we have some more? No, it's a bit pinky, that. Some more coffee down. Yeah, love a piece of ledger. Whoops, a daisy. Okay. I was going to rip it with that. That won't work, will it? So just get the edges off. So I think I made a mini journal in the other, you know, sort of booklet thingy. Oh, where's my rubbish bag? Miles away, don't know. I'm going to have a little pile. Yeah, in the previous video that I've done, needs a bit off. Yeah, for the same thing, to kind of save for emergencies. So there might be a theme running through them. emergency. That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? But you know, there are times when my plans don't happen, and you know, we like to live life. So if suddenly we go out and I haven't filmed, or you know, things like that, or you know, something breaks down, film won't upload, all these little things that happen. I'm hopefully now going to have a couple of films that are sort of timeless, so yeah, we'll go up any time. Do I like the ledger with that, or do I like the green with it? No, I like the ledger. So yeah, they might follow a theme. And then if, you know, if I get quite a few made, then I might decide to upload one or two of them anyway, so they might at some point become outdated, might they? But yeah, at the moment it's just going to feel nice to have some ready to pull on. Takes the I won't say stress. Oh, we need him. He would be nice in the middle, wouldn't he, actually? Because he's a full picture. Yeah. So, shall we go with the... Yeah, I quite like the way the blue frames that one. So yeah, what am I up to today? So Neil's at work. It's a little bit of a free day for me. Like I say, I'm feeling a bit off colour, did I say? Yeah, you know, just tired and a bit. How you feel when you're starting to come down with a cold, I guess that's kind of how I feel. What's that one next? It was, but I'm not sure I like it next. I'm going to go with that one. Are you too big? Let's just try and straighten the tear off a little. Well, not straighten it off everywhere. It's far from straight. Let me just try and straighten that off a bit. Looks like a recipe for Rice Krispie buns. Yummy. I love cornflake buns, homemade cornflake buns. You know, literally just cornflakes in melted chocolate. One of my all-time favourites now as you get older. Or I find as I've got older, they can be a bit harsh on your gums and the roof of your mouth and what have you. But yeah, do you know, I hadn't thought about cornflake buns for ages. We might have to have some of those this weekend. Maybe have to make fingers or something like that, because they're not easy, are they, to get your mouth round? Or is that just me? My delicate mouth, you know. Oh dear. Yeah, so I mean, I could make it. Oh yeah, we're folding it now, aren't we? I could make it a nice big thick chunky, but I'm thinking it was something that I'd like to put in one of my journals rather than. Now you're going a bit sideways on for some reason. Maybe if I put some lace and things around it, it really won't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, it's not much, but should we go with some lace down the insides, seeing as we're playing with everything? Now, are we going grungy, or are we having a contrast with something quite clean? No. Colourful. You know, when I first got this, I got it in a bag from the car boot, this pink, and I thought it's way too sugary pink, even for me who loves pink. I thought I can't see me using that much in the journals, but just recently, I don't know if it's because I'm doing more grungy things, it just seems to be appealing to me. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I could put that down as a pocket, a side tuck pocket like that, even a bit less. No, maybe not a bit less, because we're not a tiny bit showing. I think there's still room there to get something in. Right, let's get some Fabri-Tac on it. I might stitch across it, I don't know, I'll see. And it just gives me that little bit of pink peeping out the side as well. Ugh. Can't believe I'm still on the old blue tack, Fabri-Tac. I'm just rubbing my... Yeah, it's alright doing that, Denise, but you haven't got a bin to do it in. You can just do it on a piece of paper here. Yeah, so if you rub it, that's it. It all comes off. That's the nice thing about Fabri-Tac. Whereas when I rub the art glitter, you know, I'm like I'm skinning all the time. I'm always pulling layers of it off. Again, this can take a little bit of drying, isn't it? Yeah, up there would help stop things shooting through. Yep, nowhere near really. So yeah, I have only got a tiny bit showing on the edge, but that's all I wanted. A little bit there, a little bit there. Let me do it with this maybe. That's better. Yeah, so that'll be a lovely little pocket. Where is my little pile of things? Because I had a few Tim Holtz, like that one, little squares. Might need cutting down, but I think that will go in there lovely. Let's just try it there. There's a natural line. I don't want to... It might need a tiny bit more off. It's a shame I'm taking all the detail off, but do some big round corners on it. Yeah. Don't get any glue in it, but yeah, that's going to fit nicely in there. Now then, do I want something on there, a little tab of something? Let's try it. Let's try a tab. I can get in at them. So much junk here. Hang on. It's not junk. It's projects waiting to be done. There we go. And see if I can... Oh, so we've got some little ones of those. Yeah, I just need the booklet to close, don't I? But just spotted that. That would be lovely. Oh, that, I'm going with that one. Just the colour appealed. Yeah, notice I haven't. That's it. Got the lid on there. I think round it a little bit. So I'm just having a little play with things. Waiting for that. I should have done it at the end really, shouldn't I? Because I need to sew my signature in and I've got to wait for that Fabri-Tac to dry, which is not going to happen very quickly. Never mind. I suppose I could stop the camera and come back when it's dried. I need to get my signature sewing bits and pieces out, so maybe I'll do that. Not quite straight, but it's dried. Yeah, that's going to be lovely in there, isn't it? Yeah, we'll want something on the front, won't we? Okay, that's nice and dry now. And that goes in it lovely. Really like it. Yeah, while it was drying, I decided that I'd like one of these little mini disc envelopes on the inside as a flap up. So these are from Tatty Treasure on Etsy. She's got these and large CD ones, and I've coffee dyed it. They come white, so you don't have to have them, you know, that colour if you don't want. And I think luckily I've just had a little test and I've just got the right size punch to punch out a hole in a piece to cover that up. Now, is that big enough? Because what I'd like to do is cover it in map. Now, I did find that I had to fold a little bit up at the bottom to put it in here, otherwise there wasn't enough gap here between here and the bottom of there. But that's very, very thin, so I need to, it's just a piece of random paper. I need to back it with something, don't I, so that I can That looks like Sergers, I don't know. I'm probably not saying it properly. So let's leave plenty of room both sides as well, but I'd quite like that middle piece in there. Oh, of course it's not going in, Denise. What are you thinking about? That's the bit that's coming out. So, yeah. Although it would be a nice piece to use somewhere. So yeah, it's a nice piece to put on something. Oh, yeah, I was a bit gung ho there. Don't rip it. Come on, come out without ripping, please. Oh no, that's just teasing. Right, got it. So, did I leave enough? Oh, yes, because I was thinking that's still not enough. I haven't unfolded it. Yeah, so it's so well coffee dyed that I'm not even going to ink the edge of there. It's covered it beautifully, and yeah, I don't know if I'm going to cover the back because I want to see some of the coffee dye. Anyway, I hadn't thought any further than putting it in and covering it in matte, so let's do that. So I'm going to put the whole thing on and then trim round it. I think that's the easiest. You can probably tell I'm getting croakier as the time goes on. Definitely coming down with a cold. But like I say, by the time you see this, I expect it's gone. I expect to have been there and done that and recovered, I hope. I certainly hope so. Okay, so that's the top. So I want my mat the right way up. That's always a bonus. Not a necessity, but a bonus. Oops, moving about on it. Love the noise. I don't know if you can hear the wrinkly, and they become more wrinkly when you coffee dye them. Become noisier, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know if I'll just trim it close, I think, and let it properly bond before I trim it exact. Just get the most off it. That's it. Because I need to decide about yeah, still didn't get my bin, what to do with the rest of it. So that's going on there. I don't think that's going to need reinforce. I could have just folded it over there. I need to cut it off, had I? Because that would have given that a bit of, might just stick a bit back on there. I screwed it up just for a bit of it. Won't show, just for a bit of well, a little bit of it might. For a bit of what, Denise? What is it going to give you a bit of? Strength. I don't know, let's see. I don't think it will do it all, but let's see. Did I cut it too short? Well, let's patch it. Like I say, it isn't going to show, but there's no point in strengthening it unless you can strengthen it all, is there? Because that's the bit that's going to be, you know, glued down in the hinge. So yeah, not on show, but it's now got a bit of a stronger hinge on it. I'm going to go round now. It's art glitter, so it should be dry now. I'd rather leave a bit hanging over than a bit nipped in. I've got it in the right place. Hard to tell now. I think so. Yeah, I can tell on the inside. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be nice in there. Just wondering if I want something under here before I put that on. Obviously I've got this pink on here. I don't want to do pink again. If only that piece was a little bit longer. Should we try a little bit of coffee dyed? We've got a thinner piece. There's a thin piece. Oh, there's an even thinner piece. Now that might be a bit too thin. Yeah, could do with it ruffling, couldn't I? Let's see how clever I can be. wonder if this will do it. Should do, shouldn't it? I can always fast forward me. Right, Denise, that's not very straight. Let's try and straighten up a little bit, shall we? That's it. That's it. Maybe need to do some bigger ones, otherwise I'll be at it for hours, and then it won't be big enough when I finished. Long enough. It still might not. Shall I leave some flat at the end? What do you think? Come on, stop being awkward. Are you actually sticking? Yes, it is, if I leave it long enough. Okay, just keep going. We've started, so just keep going. Oops. That. Oh, you're not glued. Come on, don't make me stitch you. I think I might have to. Might have to stitch it. Oh. Actually, if I'm gluing it down, once I've got the main bits in. As long as there's just a bit of it showing, do we think? Or do we want more? Let's have more. I had some more, didn't I? Can I stand on you a minute? See what it's like when it rips. Might have a more interesting edge. Okay, thank you. I shouldn't really be sticking it on that, should I? But there you go, I am. So let's go there like that. The straight line's gone, hasn't it? Was it ever there? Oh, I see why I'm not putting the glue near enough the end. That would help, wouldn't it? Like I say, it's going to be glued under, so if I can just get it to stay while we do that. Oops. Oh, I just wondered for a minute if I'd pressed play when I sat down. That was a bit of a shocker. Okay, I've got something of a ruffle going on. What will it look like on there? Down a bit. I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to have to Fabri-Tac it, aren't I? Which means I'm going to have to wait again for it to dry. Would you believe? It's the longest quick video ever. Quick video for you to see, hopefully. Maybe not the way I'm going, but a long one for me to film. Okay. So I'll have to, oh, that's not going to be stuck down, is it? I was going to say I'll have to Fabri-Tac that, but it's not going to be stuck down. So that needs to be well stuck down. And again, I haven't decided whether I'm going to stitch or not yet, so that could also have some stitches down there, couldn't it? And then some across there. I think I probably will, because it will finish that off nicely on the front. So let's stick this in, seeing as we've got all the lids off the glues. So a little bit of use going over there. So I will Fabri-Tac it, and I've got to wait for that one to dry. So might as well use them both, and then it'll hold on the fabric, is the theory there. Right, let's get it straight. That's it. I want a little bit more room at the bottom so I can put a label or some such thing. Yeah, that's held on lovely, isn't it? Okay, let's get some lids on. And oh, were you even in view then? I don't know what I did to you. Moved you out of the way. And yeah, I'll just give it a moment or two to dry. Okay, it should be dry now. Yeah, I think I will stitch it, but I think I'll do it right at the end rather than, you know, stopping the video, going downstairs and you know, doing another piece to film. So let's stitch it in. I'm wondering if I want to use something other than the waxed thread, something a bit thinner, or yeah, not so wiry, you know. So I've got, that's nice, but I don't really want shiny. Should we try some green? Although this one is open. Let's use the one that's open. I've no idea what colour it is. It's sort of a pinky brown. It's my best description of it. Where was that needle? Now, will it go through there? Yes, I think so. I'm just finishing a cough sweet, so you'll have to excuse me. Oh, that's that little bit of, I've got a tiny cut there with a bit of skin stuck up. Dry skin, I really must nip it off. I'll have to do it under my eye. There. Might have to use a bigger needle, but yeah, my eyes are not very good. Oh, now have I got you all through? Not quite. I think I've got 4 threads out of the 6, which will probably be enough. Let's take those 2 off. Come on. Again, I'll have to do it over here so it can untwizzle itself. Come on. Twizzle, twizzle. That's it, it's moving. You can probably hear it. I've got it in a knot now. But oh, where's the knot? Ah, gone. That's it. Yeah, so 4 strands of, oh, it nearly came out there, look. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. It's quite strong. I nearly knotted it then. Not what I need to do. So I've got these kind of where I want them. Middle, I think I'm just going to kind of go middle with everything. Yeah, that's it. And then in there, ooh, in the middle of there would be good. What's happened there? Missed one entirely. Where was that? No idea. Let's go in there. Go right in the middle. Oops, right in the middle, right in the middle. Yeah, I have a feeling it was probably near that pink page, but it doesn't matter, does it? Right, I think I've got them all now. And make sure we are central in there. There's a little clip box. Got some small clips on it. Noisy. Like a drum. Right, I'm just going to put the clips, I'll do a smaller one I think. I don't want them to twist it on one side, so I can move this side. And where's my awl? So I'm just going to do it in mid-air, I think. Don't want strings in the middle, yes. So I should just be able to push through that, no problem. I can. Lovely. Oops, don't be moving about. And there. Oh, I will put some lace over the spine. Just those holes are I'm not tempted to get bigger with the thread. I suppose the difficult bit will be coming back through and not splitting all those strands, but we'll see. So those were the easy bits. Yeah, getting back through here without splitting those strands. Ow! I just stuck that in myself. But the hole's fairly big, so I can't see. I'm doing it more by feeling. Right. Just make sure I've got my holes lined up again in case they moved. I'm definitely doing it the hard way today. Right, I'm through, so the question is, have I split my threads? If you pull one and the other one doesn't move a fair distance, yeah, it's very unlikely that you've got it caught and nice and taut there. So we'll tie it once that way, under and over, and then over and under the other way, so that the knots are pulling in two different directions. Yeah, you see, if I'd have done 2 knots in this with that waxed thread, it would have been quite a thick knot in there, and actually I've got a nice slim-ish knot going on. Let me just get rid of these because I'll be knocking them all over. And this and this back in there where it's safe. Okay, we should have ourselves. We don't want all that, do we? We should have ourselves a little booklet started. Yep, a little flap up there. Cute, very cute, beautiful Edith Holden image in the middle. Lovely. Yep, and then a little lace pocket in the back with that. And like I say, I'm going to put a few stitches down there. I'm going to put a few stitches down there. But let's just put a topper on the front, and then yeah, maybe some lace down there, and then we can call it a day. So I brought some gauze, some tea dyed gauze, for whatever goes underneath it. I brought a few bits here, but I've also got sitting on my desk that I made the other day some snippets, clusters, so let's just see what appeals. Now I liked that one, I did try that one, it's the only one I have tried, but then when I put some gauze under it, yeah, I didn't like it quite, didn't like it quite so much. It's a maybe. Yeah, I like the idea of some letters. That's too big. That one's not so big. And obviously I won't completely cover it in gauze, it just needs a bit, you know, for a bit of background. That's a part of Tim Holtz, it's a part of an envelope. Yeah, I don't dislike that one then, so that's a possibility as well. So let's try some of these clusters. That one's nice. I'm just into the roses at the moment, aren't I? Spring. Yep, that's nice. Too tall, too tall. I think I've got enough to choose from anyway, don't you? Yeah, they're all too big. Okay, so let's go with either a rose or the postal. I quite like that one. So, which do we prefer? So they kind of go with a grungy look. This kind of goes with a shabby chicy look. I've also got a little bow on a piece of, that would go nice down there, wouldn't it, actually, on the corner of that. Oh yes, I like that. I've got also some bits of, ouch, maybe down there. or under that. Oh yeah, under that would be nice. Do we want any pink? Oops. Right, I'm quite liking that, so let's, wow, sticking to me. Let's chop this, because it's in the square it came in, down a bit. Chop some of the corners off, or into them, that's it. So we quite liked that down there. Now bearing in mind I'm going to put some lace over the, is that where I liked it? Under that. Under that, but yeah, under everything. The gauze next. I should hold it because it's having everything else on the top, isn't it? So this, bit of this just hanging, just a tiny bit hanging off the bottom, and I think a bit of this should hold it because again, the gauze. Are you holding? Just enough to grab, that's it. Yeah, what am I going to put this on with? Well, maybe I can just leave it. Right, Fabri-Tac. Let's glue this pink piece down, because I was thinking the gauze I could just put on and then glue the back of the cluster. That's better. That's stuck now. Which would hold the gauze down with it. What do you think? Won't it? Gauze will get thinner and tattier and messier as time goes on and the book's used. And I don't know, you're not fitting right now. Let's just stretch it out a little bit. Don't cut too much off in the wrong place. Maybe it's just folded over. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'll just glue that down and then I can pick at that gauze and get it where I want it. I wanted that on the bottom of there. Okay, just ink this up a little bit. It has been a bit, but it needs a touch more. I don't know why I'm dipping on there because the lid's on it. Had no effect. Right, let's put plenty of this in the middle. Oh, that's been a quick little make, hasn't it? No, I've had the camera off a few minutes for drying, but not too long. Get some of those edges down, that's it. Okay. Where did we say? We probably want it up a bit so that that glues down, not that I put anything under it. So I will now. Just a touch, that's it. That's it. And then that, I might like that over here now. We've got more of a, yeah, more of an empty space. I like the fact that June is just showing a little bit under there, the text. So let's just put that there. Whoops. Yeah, I like that. That will peel back for me to put some lace down there. Shall I do that now while you're watching? And then we're done. Apart from a little bit of stitching here and there on the machine. Yep, so those envelopes, I've got lots of them. They are so versatile once you get them out and start thinking about them. Right, what do I want on the... Some of that would be nice, wouldn't it? On the spine. Just got a hint of pink in it. Yeah, I've got way too much there. Never mind, the piece I cut off will make a lovely snippet piece. And yeah, we'll have that right at the back and the straight line at the front. It's just giving the back a little bit of something as well, hasn't it? Whoops. That's a bit of a blob. That's it. Must have stretched it because it's still too big, isn't it? But I don't mind. Okay, just a bit down there. It's very nice and textile. Textile. It is textile. Tactile piece of ephemera notebook. Some different textures to hold and feel. There's no glue under there because you're not staying put when I squeeze you. That's better. Now it is. And I'll let that set before I, a few minutes before I open it. You stick something on the back. Let's put something on the back. Make it really pretty. Just rub that glue off my hands and all over the table. Do we want one? Ah, that's how I did. That's how I knocked you last time. I must be further across than I thought. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Rose on the front and rose on the back. No, it's completely wrong colour. No, I don't think I'm feeling any of those. Have got anything else kicking about? I have. Rabbits. Just a label. No. Label's a good call though. Let's see what pretty labels we've got sitting around in the box waiting to be used. Some loose ones. Something pretty. Oh, you might know it'd be right at the end. I've got some loose ones, look. Oh, they're Sage and Willow. Let's have a look in here. So we've got a cream rose on the front, so I want something creamy. And she'd be nice, but you're all the wrong colour. So like that with that pink lace. Actually, it has got a bit of pink. Yep, I think that'll be my licence to use it. It's got a tiny bit of pink colour in that front rose in the. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm not making it up, it's definitely there. Yes, that's it. Let's just finish the back off. There's a bit of white showing, so I will ink it. Now I could back this and you know, make it a bit stronger and make that a tuck on the back to put something in, but I'm not going to today. Save that one for another day. Just going to stick it down for a bit of pretty, and yeah, keep the bulk down a little bit because it's got that inside pocket. Two inside pockets because it's got one there and it's got one there. So all I'll do there is cut a piece of pretty card from scrapbooking cardstock and put it in. Nothing more than that, although I might want something in there. What about that? All the way up there so we can't see it, maybe. Yeah. I was determined to have that in, wasn't I? As soon as I've got it out, save me putting it away, use it up. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed having a bit of a play. I'm now going to go take some tablets and have a lazy day, I think. Or a lazy couple of hours and see how I feel. Yep, so I might tie that in a bow in the middle. In fact, I probably will. When that's properly dry, I might put some more glue under to keep that gauze down. But this is what we're looking like. Okay. Lovely. Yeah, enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll be back with you soon. Hope you have a lovely day. Let me see it a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, bye for now.